What if mankind's greatest discoveries were never human at all? For centuries, we've credited progress to brilliance, talent, and chance. But what if behind the rise of civilization were fallen beings? Not gods, not angels, but watchers. Ancient texts say they once walked among us, offering knowledge no human was meant to have. Forbidden sciences, hidden arts, they vanished, but the leaps in our history remained. And if they're still influencing us, who are we really learning from? If you're drawn to forbidden knowledge, lost history, and spiritual conspiracies hidden in plain sight, subscribe now. This is just the beginning. How did the ancients build the impossible? The ruins of Sumerian cities reveal complex astronomical alignments. Egyptian monuments preserve mathematical constants that wouldn't be formally defined until thousands of years later. The Mayans calculated solar cycles with eerie precision, long before Galileo ever looked through a lens. Civilizations deemed primitive by modern standards suddenly exploded with architecture, engineering, and celestial understanding that, by all accounts, should have taken centuries to develop. Yet the question lingers, where did it come from? Some claim this was a spark of human genius. But across every continent, we find not just innovation, but a pattern. From the Antikythera mechanism found off the coast of Greece, a mechanical computer dating back over 2 millennia, to the Baghdad battery, an object resembling a galvanic cell in the heart of ancient Mesopotamia. From the Pyrie Reis map, showing a pre-glacial Antarctica, to vitrified forts in Scotland whose stone walls were fused by unknown high-heat technologies. We also find the Ica stones of Peru, depicting what appear to be men coexisting with dinosaurs and performing advanced surgeries. The London hammer, embedded in rock supposedly millions of years old, and the Dropa stones, circular artifacts inscribed with symbols no known culture ever used. These objects aren't just mysterious. They're out of place, out of time. And then there are the myths. Sumerian records speak of beings from the sky descending to teach mankind. Ancient Egypt knew of gods who brought writing, medicine, and architecture. The Book of Enoch names them watchers, not metaphors, beings, entities, fallen angels who cross a divine line. According to these texts, the watchers share forbidden knowledge with humans. Science is not meant for this world. Metallurgy, enchantments, the movement of stars. And in every myth, there is a consequence. Floods, fire, collapse. So perhaps these civilizations didn't rise alone, and perhaps they didn't fall by chance. And if these objects and myths speak the truth, perhaps we are not just uncovering our past. We're uncovering warnings. Genius is often portrayed as a spark, an inner fire that sets one mind apart from the rest. But what if some of history's most brilliant figures were not illuminated from within, but lit by something watching from beyond? Leonardo da Vinci's notebooks describe inventions that would not be replicated for hundreds of years. Helicopters, tanks, diving suits, visions without a blueprint, often accompanied by cryptic notes and mirror writing. Some say his dreams reveal the designs. Others wonder who whispered them to him. Nikola Tesla claimed to receive messages from unknown sources. He spoke of transmissions from beyond the stars, languages not spoken by men, and an intelligence that guided his work. Many dismissed him as unstable, yet his inventions reshaped the modern world. Then there's John Dee, mathematician and royal advisor to Queen Elizabeth I. He believed he could communicate with angels. Through complex rituals and an Enochian language that seemed to emerge from nowhere, Dee claimed to access a divine library, a place beyond time. We also find Giordano Bruno, burned for suggesting the universe was infinite and populated by other worlds. And Jack Parsons, a rocket engineer who also performed occult rituals to contact entities from other dimensions. Coincidence or communion? These men were pioneers. Yes, but their knowledge didn't always follow the rules of progress. It arrived suddenly. And in ways that resembled revelation. So we must ask, were they chosen for their brilliance? Or selected for their openness? Were they simply inspired or subtly guided? And if the watchers still walk among us, how do they choose their messengers? What's the price of such inspiration? The Book of Enoch claims the watchers were punished, sealed in the depths of the earth, awaiting final judgment. But not all sources agree. Some texts hint that a portion of them remain free, hidden in plain sight. Throughout history, elite circles have guarded esoteric symbols, languages, and knowledge with religious fervor. From the builders of ancient temples to modern secret societies, a pattern of worship emerges. Focus on light, fire, and the pursuit of forbidden wisdom. The Illuminati, the Rosicrucians, the Theosophical Society, each with its own version of the same goal, enlightenment through hidden knowledge. But what is the source of that knowledge? Media, entertainment, and pop culture now echo the same symbols once etched into temple walls. The all-seeing eye, serpent imagery, stars fallen from heaven. Are these just metaphors or quiet acknowledgments of an older influence? Considered persistent themes in modern science fiction. Beings that bring light, fallen entities misunderstood as rebels, or advanced intelligences shaping human destiny. Are these merely creative inventions, or subconscious memories of older truths? If the Watchers never truly left, their influence may have only evolved, not with temples, but with algorithms, not with stone, but with story, not in the open, but in the shadows of what we're told to admire. So the question stands, who is truly shaping our future? And will we recognize their mark before it's too late? Today, we live in a world obsessed with knowledge, with progress, with unlocking what was once forbidden. Artificial intelligence, genetic manipulation, transhumanism, each sold as the next great leap for humanity. But beneath the innovation, a shadow persists. Are we once again standing at the edge of a revelation we were never meant to receive? The same thirst that led ancient civilizations to rise and fall is alive again. Scientists seek immortality through technology. Corporations map the human genome with little regard for consequence. Digital minds are trained to mimic, to predict, to evolve. But who truly controls this knowledge? History warns us of beings who offer humanity wisdom in exchange for worship. Have their methods changed, or just their masks? When we look into the eyes of the machine, when we plug into networks we barely understand, are we peering into the divine or the demonic? If the Watchers fell for sharing forbidden knowledge once, what punishment awaits us for chasing it again? And more urgently, what if that punishment has already begun?